Lauren, thank you so much. Well, if you became ill and you weren't able to make your treatment wishes known, would you trust a relative or doctor to make those decisions for you? It's a harsh question, I know, but facing it now could help you in the future. Joining us now to talk about living wills is Wayne Zell, president of Zell Law and a specialist in estate planning. Also a Washington Business Journal columnist, too.
Correct. So, happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
It's such an important topic. A lot of folks, though, don't know exactly what a living will is. Tell us exactly what it is and who should be drawing one up.
A living will is a very narrow document, and what it is not is a will which governs how you handle property when you die. Okay. It's a document that says, and it declares your wishes, it says if you are terminally ill and death is imminent, or if you're in a persistent vegetative state, meaning that you're permanently unconscious, then you direct the withholding of certain life-prolonging procedures. Now, there's a long laundry list of life-prolonging procedures, such not only is it respiration being hooked up to the respirator, but it might also include artificial nutrition, artificial hydration, as well as antibiotics or kidney dialysis.
How specific, then, do you need to be? And this means that you need some help. You can't just sit down and scribble something over the weekend, right?
Well, a lot of people try to use the internet. They're basic forms of standard living wills that all states have. But remember, first of all, each state has their own rules regarding what a living will can and cannot contain. Number two, there are certain formalities that have to be executed in a state when you execute a living will. So, for example, in Florida, you have to have a separate living will, separate and apart from your healthcare proxy or healthcare power of attorney. Whereas in Virginia, Maryland, and D.C., many of us combine the living will with an advanced medical directive or healthcare power of attorney. It might require 2 witnesses in some states. In others, it doesn't require any witnesses. So make sure that you go to somebody competent in drafting living wills so they can give you advice on how to properly draft it as well as how to properly execute it.
You think, Wayne, okay, this is never going to happen to me or anybody I know. You know, this happens to other people. But who exactly should draw a living will?
Everyone over the age of 18 should have not only a living will, they should also have a healthcare power of attorney and a regular, durable, general power of attorney over their financial affairs. So you think, many of us have children. I just have a daughter who started college this fall. She should have a living will. She should have an advanced medical directive, so God forbid something happens to her, she's appointed somebody who can make decisions for her regarding her health care. She can make decisions regarding her finances so that somebody can come in, if she's incapacitated, and exercise that decision-making authority over her affairs if she's not able to do so herself.
So basically, adults need to do this.
Any adult, any person of the age of majority should have a living will, an advanced medical directive or healthcare power of attorney, and a general power of attorney.
We're all gathered around the hospital, Wayne, the bed, and our loved one is there, and this person has drawn up a living will, but we just can't let that person go. Can a family member come in and override the wishes of a living will?
That's a great question. Technically, if you've executed a living will that expresses what your desires are in the event that you're terminally ill and death is imminent, then a family member really doesn't have the power to come in and overturn your wishes. In fact, that's why people have living wills, and often they don't designate anyone other than their physicians to exercise the power to terminate life or withhold life-prolonging procedures, because our loved ones have a very difficult time in making that decision.
If I did mine today and then the next day decide I just want to be here regardless if I'm on a feeding tube, or can I then go back and strike everything on that living will that I drew up and draw up another one, or don't have one at all?
A living will or a power of attorney can be revoked or changed at any time while you have capacity. While you're able to make decisions for yourself, you can make changes or just revoke it in its entirety.
It's hard to talk about, but boy, it's so important.
It's a tough decision.
Wayne Zell, president and founder of Zell Law. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Steve, over to you.